Hi everybody, I'm Bill Sanders and this is Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection. Today what I want to do is that I want to sort of provide an introduction to a Danish watchmaker named Christian Loss. And I discovered Christian Loss is he had one of his had a watch in the Grand Prix d'Horlogerie de Genève in the men's category, and I looked at it, and it's not the greatest picture of a watch I've seen, but it was, it's a nice watch. Just sort of the kind of thing that I like is that hours and minutes and small seconds, and the small seconds are down at 6 o'clock. Now you may think, oh well, what's the big deal about this? Turns in, especially at 57,500 Swiss francs. What's going on with this watch? Well, it's got a 38 millimeter case, and it's made with yellow gold, white gold, and pink gold, which, just the case itself sounds fascinating, and the dial too is a gold, made from gold as well. The engraving on it is by Hannelore Glitch, who is Christian Loss's wife. And I looked at some of the stuff that Christian Loss had. He also teaches, and I watched one of his sample teaching watchmaking things, and it was basically how to straighten out your screwdriver. And I tried it, and it worked. So anyway, I was impressed by that. Very excellent courses in watchmaking, at least from what I've seen. I really like his style a lot. Okay, so I'm looking at this watch and saying, my God, this is really something. And the men's category in the Grand Prix is probably the most competitive there is, because there's so many watches by so many great watchmakers. So, in looking at the movement, which I thought, well, now there's something about this that was different, and a couple things that struck me. First of all, right over the balance is this thing that almost looks like a two-armed octopus going out. It's a bridge. I haven't seen one done that way before. And then it has a couple finger bridges. Now, we'll get to one. The one on the left is a typical finger bridge you find with a little sort of a comma shape to it. The going wheels from this were from a Girard Perregaux caliber 27, which is based on an A Schild 1130. So, but everything else he did from scratch on this. It's called the caliber 30D, or I'm sorry, caliber 30 CP. It's manual winding, which I like. It's 18,000 VPH, which I like even better. Now, some people say, wait a minute, is this thing is simply a remake of the 6498 and -1? The answer is not at all. And here's why. And here's the thing about this that just really, when you see something like this, you're starting to say, boy, this guy is not, some run-of-the-mill watchmaker. He's doing some seriously interesting stuff. The finger bridge with the two screws in it over from this angle, they're about at around 4 o'clock, if you can see that. That is what the interesting part of it is. Here's a little close-up of it. Now, you have a free-sprung balance, and free-sprung balances don't come with regulators. And for the most part, anyway, from what I understand, is you can't change the character of the spring in silicon at all. Now, this is not a silicon spring, but what is going on with this? Well, apparently this was something that Breguet had done. He had been experimenting with sort of this flexible bridge. And so there are two screws that you can see there, and there's sort of looks like a sort of a purple ball, and behind it there are these two screws, and they tilt this bridge from side to side. And then there's a ruby ball that tilts the bridge from sort of like from spring to base, and so you have things that can that tilt it around. And how with a free sprung balance this works, I have no idea, but it's really interesting. It's something very unique. And I tell you, I think Christian Loss has a, this guy could be like another budding Philippe Dufour or George Daniels, because this is really some interesting stuff. F.P. Journe was also used Breguet's techniques that were really interested in this. This is a guy to take a look at. Really, Christian Loss, like all watch companies, he's got a goofy website that doesn't work very well. So, but that means you've got a real watch company, because the rest of them aren't either. But really interesting, very interesting one. I'm very interested to see how it turns out in the Grand Prix. Anyway, so let me hear what you think, and I'm very interested in, especially if you've taken any of Christian Loss's courses. And let me know. This is an opportunity to subscribe if you like. And until next time, this is Bill Sanders for Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection.